Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Stepped out of studio. Now, technically, we're actually taping this Wednesday, but with today being Thursday, it happens to be Earth Day, and schedule permitting, we wanted to catch up with Jerry Babcock of the SEK Recycling Center. Jerry, it's amazing to think that it's been 51 years since the inception of Earth Day in 1970. How long have you been in recycling, and kind of what got you interested in this?
I used to be a truck driver. I got sleep apnea, and then I ended up starting working here and worked my way to the top. I wasn't much of a recycler at the time. Then I learned all the do's and don'ts about it now, and it's a very good thing to do because we need to save our natural resources to have more for the future. We need to use recyclable packaging instead of stuff that has got to be thrown away. If we can reprocess it and keep using it, then it's better for our environment.
It's kind of interesting because every day is Earth Day here at the SEK Recycling Center. How have you seen it change in the years that you've been here?
Well, for example, we started taking styrofoam. That's one product that really fills the landfill. We can take one of these Gaylords, and it takes about 90 of them after I process this styrofoam. They all go into one. Mm-hmm. So that makes it reshippable. That stuff can be reheated, reformed into a new product.
You can take 90 of these and
Yes.
turn it into one?
Yes.
See, and those are the amazing things that people aren't familiar with when it comes to recycling. So I may be off a little bit when I say this, but it seems like the younger generation, perhaps they were kind of used to growing up with recycling in households. That's kind of where my mind went. But you tell me I may be off age-wise on this.
Right. It seems like we do have a lot of middle-aged to senior citizens is probably our biggest majority of vehicles that come through.
Really?
We do have a lot of younger ones, but we have the college kids. They recycle. They bring their stuff in.
Uh-huh.
We do all the schools in this area, and we also take care of Cherokee County. They have bins set up in Columbus, Baxter, Galena, Scammon, and they bring them up here, and then we go through them.
And it's a matter of location. Even though it's called the SEK Recycling Center, if you can make the trip down here, Jerry and his crew are going to take care of you. Hey, I'm going to ask you to stick around for another segment here because I want to get down to Recycling 101 on this Earth Day. But before we do that, compared to where it was here at the Recycling Center when you started, from where you want it to end up when you eventually retire, where's the future of recycling?
Oh, it's got to grow because we need to save our natural resources. So it's going to get bigger. We do about 200 cars a day when we're open to the public. Before you know it, we're going to be doing more than that. But if people separate their recycling, we can push cars through here all day long.
Do you have time to stick around with us
Sure.
here for a little bit later?
Sure.
On an Earth Day celebration, Jerry Babcock and I are going to talk a little about Recycling 101. Maybe you're watching this right now saying, I know it's important to be involved, and Jerry's going to explain the best place to start. We'll get back to that in just a little bit. More KOAM Morning News when we return.